Let's turn back the clock to 2015. It was a time where two of us were pretty unknown in the community. We decided to do commentary together. It was glorious. I'm Adirondack Rick. I am joined by the Greenleaf Effect. Let's do it like we did in 2015, buddy.
So pretend like we have no clue what's going on and just it's about incessant ramblings?
Pretty much. I mean, that's what we do during Randomizer.
Yeah, but no one has anything to know what's going on in Randomizer. It's Randomizer.
Well, we have this matchup here between Zarby89 and ta909. Learning versus ta909, according to Zarby. And I forgot to see what TA's names are. We'll see them coming up in just a moment. Both of these guys are 0-1. ta909 lost to Dark Magician in 1184, posting a 38-20. Zarby, with a 46-04, had to face off against the overall #1 seed Lack Attack in his first match.
Yeah, nothing quite like drawing the #1 seed here in the tournament here. And this is going to be where we're going to see if there's going to be route divergences already, because we have the options of going 3 first or 2 firsts.
I believe Zarby's going to do a 2 first, and TA's going to do it. Nope, they are both doing a 2 first. I thought TA did a 3, but, well, we're going to see them both go the 2, so we will have an idea where they both stand at the same time, as looks like TA's trying to get some screen trolls going while Zarby's just walking.
Yeah, the thing about the 2 first route here is, while the 3 first route is the world record route, that's definitely the more volatile route because you have to deal with 3 Heart Manhandla, 4 Heart Gleeok. By going this way, you're going level 2 into level 1. You're going to have White Sword after level 2, so it's a much less volatile route.
Now, unfortunately for TA, he hit one of the Octoroks while he was doing a left to right screen scroll, so that already puts him at 2 on the counter. So when he killed that blue Moblin, he had no chance of getting a bomb drop, as both of these guys are going to get to level 1 at about the same time.
Yeah, well, the good thing here about level 2 is the game knows you need bombs to beat Dodongo, so it's going to guarantee you a bomb drop in the room directly before Dodongo.
Yeah, but getting the bomb drops early on would make this a whole lot easier, especially when you get towards the Gorillas, the second room of the ropes, the Moldorm coming up. As we do see Zarby trying to kill some stuff at this point. I'm not sure where his global counter is at this moment, because he did get rupees as his last drop. No bombs for TA.
Zarby does get bombs here by killing the Master Gorilla there in that room. So that's a lovely little mechanic there. Kill the Master Enemy, kill all the enemies.
Yeah, that only comes into play in, I believe, 3 different rooms in this first quest, but you only see it in 2 different rooms in this route. As we do see, it looks like Zarby is going to go sword strats against the Moldor. I'm surprised he's not using the bombs, because that's a pretty good way of getting a 10 count.
Yeah, because there's 10 segments on the 2 Moldorbs.
Pretty solid bunching together of the ropes for TA that will help him get him through this room to this final room, the Gorillas, where you get the guaranteed bomb drop for Trodongo, rather.
Yeah, one thing I do want to point out, though, as TA finally does get his bomb drop is, look at all the rupees that Zarby's been getting.
Yeah, he's going to be able to route that. I do believe he will go grab a blue ring at various points, so this is definitely helping him. Maybe he'll leave behind the secret. And yeah, we get the Trodongo, and TA's gonna have to be careful with 1 bomb left.
Oh no,
he ate it!
No,
So TA has to go back. There's another room that has keys in it that does have a room drop, thankfully. But unfortunately, this is time lost for TA, as Zarby takes the Triforce in level 2. And I was told by JSR that the reason why TA went 2 first was because of a troll handle. Today it's Trodongo.
Yeah, just the first dungeon bosses apparently do not like TA.
So this allows Zarby to have a little bit of a lead here. And here's round 2. And this time he's going to get him squared away, takes the bombs, and walks away. But a rough level 2 for TA, walking out at a 333.
Yeah, that's definitely not something you want to see. I mean, there's definitely ways to make up the time here because there are bosses that can troll, but you never want to start out a race with that happening.
Yeah, this is something that puts you on edge immediately in a run here when something does not go wrong. the runner has the game plan for how they want to do things, and when a boss decides that it wants to do absolutely anything but it, well, it can really just toss you aside. As TA now goes to grab this rocket, this heart, does not look like he's going for blue ring money, so he's going to stay as green tunic for this run.
Well, I do the same route here, and usually if I'm going for blue ring money, I will get the heart first. I'll bomb here to get the money, and then I'll go up and get the 100 secret. So, yeah, it looks like we are going to get the 100 secret after all.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go. Just changing it up here as Zarby ends up blowing up the heart rock and grabs his heart container. That gives him the 5 that they need for the white sword.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, coming up here is going to be one of the 2 most important screen scrolls in the route, because there are 2 times you're going to have to go through a maze-like section, the Lost Hills and the Lost Woods. The screen scroll that you're going to see here to get over the Lost Hills to get the white sword, huge time save.
Looks like Zarby's fishing for some hearts here, as he's down to 2 hearts, which is going to have to be very careful given the fact that he's going to have to go toe-and-toe against a Lionel coming up to grab this white sword. And one thing that we've noted before in other tournament races, the rules regarding deaths in the overworld is very strict. You have to return to that spot immediately. And you see Zarby doing the up and down to manipulate this Lionel to a better position.
Yeah, that's one of the interesting things about that is being able to just go up and down and change that Lionel spawn position. TA not opting to do that here, which is very interesting. Oh god!
Ooh, he's dead! TA taking the death to the Lionel.
Oh wow. This has been an absolutely awful start for TA.
And he has to return to that screen immediately. And the worst thing is, he does not have the white sword in his possession yet. So this is a double whammy for TA. And that Lionel can really be very, very tough, especially if you're very impatient. The idea is, if you're going to try to bully your way past him, is you let him throw his first sword beam, and then before he gets ready to throw the second beam, you hit him with your wood sword in order to push him back, because if you hit him with a sword, it stops his timer from throwing the beam, so you're kind of safe at this point. As TA back here to the square, and this Lionel does not want to give him any help.
Yeah, no, that Lionel is definitely giving him the business.
But this allowing Zarby to have a comfortable lead at this point, as he does grab this key in the first room of level 1.
Yeah, level 1, a pretty straightforward dungeon here, although it does provide one of the easier tricks to do, the pirouette, as it were. As you saw Zarby do, and you'll see TA do when he gets down there, just leave the dungeon immediately and enter back in. The game thinks you entered from the top, so you get a free key door unlock.
It's key savings that you can have a little bit later on in this run, as Zarby heading up here to the NSU room and changing where that Lionel spawns by going up and going back down and then going back up. Effects for that 1 Staphos for the key spawns here in level 1. Because if you don't change the position of that Lionel, if you do the bully tactic, he's going to spawn in the middle of that NSU versus the right-hand side if you do the transition.
Aha! But yeah, that's a huge thing here when it comes to running this game, is a lot of the routing that you do is based on knowing where your enemies are going to spawn, just based on how this works. So if that's something you are used to doing, and you're not gonna, you don't want the enemy spawns to change. It's an interesting concept behind how the game works.
And one thing to note here is, look how far back TA is compared to Zarby, all things considering, with what happened to him with Trodongo, and also what happened to him with the Lionel death.
Zarby getting my heart aflutter there a little bit, killing 2 of the 3 gorillas in that room. You know the room, guys. You know the room.
The room with 3 red gorillas, the one that gives you a chance to maybe get a bomb drop?
Or forward to see our friendly neighborhood Prince of Potassium?
Ah, that room. Zarby gets the Triforce at a level 1.
Oh, hey, look, we got a map. Hey, this looks normal.
Yeah, where are the ink blots this time around? Is TA just going to go sword one of those red gorillas? So, unfortunately, the Prince of Potassium will never be seen by these runners.
No, fair enough, although I'm going to go with that map being an eagle.
So Zarby grabbing the heart south of level 1. We'll see him head over towards level 3 coming up in just a moment as TA leaves level 1. And with 64 rupees in his pocket versus Zarby's 146.
Yeah, again, you can tell just by the rupee differences here that Zarby is going to go ahead and pick up a blue ring after he picks up the 100 rupee here in the Dead Woods. TA opting to grab the potion now. You usually will see some runners pick up a safety potion there, but usually it's not at that one. Usually they'll pick up a safety potion at the raft spot.
Either there or they pick it up before they head into level 9, going to whistle to level 1, going to take the detour, and then grabbing it as they make their way into level 9. As Zarby's in level 3, TA is going to do the screen scrolling here to head into level 3.
But yeah, level 9 is definitely when you'll see the safety potion in races for the 3 first route. On the 2 first route, usually it's recommended you pick up the potion in the raft location.
I don't listen to recommendations. That's how I end up with level 8. It's the way I do.
Did you not get your daily recommended allowance of Dark Nut?
Well, no, because that's why I wanted more. Anyways, Zarby here, speaking of Dark Nuts, is trying to sword these guys down and gets a clock for his efforts, which is good to see. The unfortunate incident here is that he obviously has not learned the trick of going up here to get this key and then setting up with a better spawn pattern after you grab the key, because most of them are going to be on the very bottom row where you can try to bomb them down.
Yeah, and if you're really lucky, you can get the atomic bomb.
One thing of concern here for Zarby, TA is under the same boat, really, with only 2.5 hearts, is the amount of health these guys have as they get ready to head over towards Trollhandela.
Well, here's the big question for you. As you mentioned deaths in the overworld, what about deaths in dungeons?
Well, the rule with deaths in dungeons is that at some point in the run, you have to return to the room that you died in. It does not have to be immediate like it would be if you died in the overworld. But if you die in the overworld, if you die in the underworld, you can return to a room at some point in time. As we see Zarby going for the room drop, and TA right on his heels now.
Oh, hey, we've got our second map.
So we're actually going to have 3 maps in this run.
Yeah, it's not something you usually see in vanilla. Oh, that was a beautiful manhandle fight. Oh, that was so crisp.
Yeah, Manhandler came back to that bomb, and TA's going to have a beautiful explosion as well. Both of these guys done with level 3. So Zarby with 153 rupees, he's going to grab the 100 secret, then make his way to the blue ring. TA's heading straight to 4.
Yeah, absolutely. So TA is going to definitely go ahead and take the lead, but Zarby is going to be significantly less squishy. But what I was going to say is, considering the manhandle TA had last time, and the Trolldongo he had this time, that manhandle fight has got to feel good.
Yeah. He's got to be feeling a little bit better about himself after the early troubles now with that manhandle fight. As he goes into level 4, Zarby going to grab his blue ring. So level 4... not a good place if you run out of bombs, as somebody learned last night.
Did you also not get your daily recommended allowance of Manhandla?
Yeah, that's why I had to visit him twice.
Haven't we gone over this before, Rick?
I had enough Manhandla visits last night to build up the family album.
Were you taking selfies?
Yes, I was. I I heard it was the end thing!
It is, but I mean, that's Breath of the Wild. That's not regular Zelda.
And Bomb of the Zol right there made me wonder what TA was thinking as far as his 10 count was concerned.
Yeah, this breakfast room here is always interesting because you have two really easy to kill enemies in the Zols, and two enemies that you're like, why do these things exist in the likes? Because they take forever to kill, and they drop nothing. Also want to point out there, that dark room you just saw Zarby go through where you're doing the clip, that dark block clip might be my favorite clip in the whole run.
Yeah, it's a decent time save right there versus not doing it versus seconds, and then you put yourself into danger with the Vires. Pretty solid effort here for Zarby in this run so far, though.
Yeah, absolutely. And I also love that we get some error key action happening over on TA's side.
The error key named after Error 72, who found out, hey, you grab that key, you get a perfect setup here for the virus, although they kind of bounced down instead of bouncing up first go around, and no bomb drops here for TA, but 3 bombs, he's in a decent position, and with 6 hearts on his name right now, he should be pretty fine. And don't forget, he's got the potion already, so he's got that in case he needs it coming up. And there's the ladder pickup there for Zarby. So TA out of 5, out of 4, gonna get head over to level 5 next.
Yeah, but TA's gonna have to be a little heavy on trying to get some bombs here because you want as many bombs as possible going into level 5, mostly for the room of requirement.
Yeah, the room of requirement going to be a very big thing. There's the 1 bomb pack, but you kind of don't want to grab that when you're doing the 2 first thing through, because you want to have bombs for level 7. That's a very important part. As we see TA doing some screen scrolls, he's going to burn the bush, grab the 100 secret now, so he can do his shopping coming out of 7. Or rather, coming out of 5. And Zarby not opting to do the error key, which he ended up grabbing that extra key in level 1 still, so he's not going to be down a key at this point.
Hey Rick, are we seeing a world wrap?
We are seeing a world wrap. So the world wrap here for TA is going to take him on over to the other side so he can grab this heart container, so... nice collection of screen scrolls and ladder clips right here to please the fancy, and he pretty much pulls them off easily all the time.
Yeah, see, I can do the first part of that clip, not a problem. I can world wrap. I just can't do the left to right ladder clip on the water. I'll get stuck there for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I've had some issues with the ladder clip as well. Some of my worst splits heading into level 5 occurs because... Come on. I'm halfway up this ladder. Couldn't you just give this to me?
No, of course not. Also, super solid Gliok fight there by Zarby, as he's also going to be making his way down to level 5. If he's not going to be using the screen scrolls here, we're going to see him take the Scenic Coastal Tour.
Yeah, the big reason for that is the fact that he's got 13 rupees now, and he needs 140 once he's done with level 5 as well. So he's going to go burn the forest here for the 100 secret, and then he'll head on over to the coast to do some heart grabbing.
I'm a little surprised he didn't bomb to the north of Start and get the 30 rupee secret there.
Yeah, that's interesting, and I guess he's hoping that the Rupee Alley coming up here along the coast will give him some help, because he does at this point need, 27 rupees before he's good for all the rupees he needs in this game?
Oh yeah, and that was a rough bomb there for Zarby as he missed the cave. And TA did pick up the bomb drop from the Gibdo.
Yeah, but look at his health. He took a lot of abuse from the Gibdos in Fort Gibdo.
Remember, he's got the potion.
He does, but I'm certain he does not want to use the potion now, but if push comes to shove, he's going to have to, because he's down to only 2 hits. Well, he can only... there it goes right there. He's not going to the potion just yet. He's wanting to hold on to it.
Well, he's played enough randomizer to know how to deal with these things. Oh!
Yeah, they turn on a dime and knock you. Back to start you go. Worst feeling ever. You die with a potion in your hands.
Yeah, there is.
So back to starting. So he has to do that all over again. The dead Dark Nuts come back, and with only 3 hearts, will he be holding that potion in his pocket again? I don't think so.
It was devilishly, dastardly Dark Nuts. TA here going to be trying just to white sword them down, wanting to keep his bombs.
Yeah, because he's already grabbed that bomb pack off the Givdo, and he, unless he wants to go down to the penalty box, he has no count at this point. So, you know, he needs the bombs for 2 reasons. First of all, it helps out with the Dig Dogger fight coming up, and then also the fact that he's going to need bombs for level 7. Now, he's getting some good heart drops, so now that makes it so he's going to have 2 hits he can take from this last Dark Nut.
Yeah, this right here, this is one of the benefits of doing the 2 first route. You have the white sword as a backup in the room of requirement here, and as you can see, it does make things a little bit easier to get through because you only have to stab the blue Dark Nuts 4 times a piece as opposed to 8.
Yeah, so you saw that. That was a pretty solid white sword down of the room of requirement there for TA. So give him credit for that here as he will make his way back over to the mainland. And again, 3 bombs is going to be an issue. Zarby, by the way, does now have enough rupees to beat this game as well. Three hearts remaining here for TA. He ended up taking a little bit of abuse coming out of the staircase, so it's going to have to be careful there. The problem is that a lot of the enemies in the level 5, they do 2 hearts of damage.
And he is
nice poke out.
There we go, getting some revenge on Dodongo. Although he is having a heck of a time. Wow, I mean, can I make the he loves his mummy joke, or is this too soon?
Mummy love.
I mean, Mother's Day technically isn't till May, but...
And Zarby through the room of requirement. And we're now at a point here where if TA takes a hit from Dig Dogger, this could be a really even race.
At this point, if TA takes a hit from a stiff gust of wind, it's going to be an even race.
Is he going to go to the bombs, or is he going to try to sort him down? Well, there he goes, a patient fight, and TA putting this level 5 behind him.
And I think he's going to be really happy to put this level 5 behind him.
5 bombs, so he's going to need some bombs coming up for the upcoming level 7, because in theory you'd like to have 7 bombs heading in there, but there are chances for him to get some in level 7. But first, let's do some shopping.
Shopping.
Well, it is Sunday. It's time to go to the mall. I hear the best sales are on Sundays.
I usually work, so I couldn't tell you.
Like for the instance there, you have a Zola Fireball for free with the purchase of bait.
So what you're saying is that the fish is baiting the hook?
I was going to call it hook and baits, but that works as well.
Now, the big thing to remember about that shop there that TA was buying arrows in is bombs are in the middle. I know I've done it. Rick, have you done it? Have you lost a run because you accidentally bought bombs instead of arrows?
We speak nothing of that run.
We speak nothing of that now? Okay.
Yes, that run is on delete. That VOD was deleted upon impact.
But yeah, I think we've all done that at some point. The good thing for TA though is that rupee count is incredible. 34 rupees. He'll be able to use arrow strats here in level 7. And hey, we got some penalty box.
He's going to go into this room here to pick up his extra bombs, and that's a good idea here from TA. Get the 8 he needs already. He's already switching over to arrows, so we know how he's going to tackle this river room.
It's a rather fletching idea.
Well, I don't have to point as hit TG with a stick with this one.
Why am I being hit with a stick? I'm paper trained in everything.
That's a little too much information for 12:28 in the afternoon.
Really? Okay. I just meant I picked up the letter, but okay.
I thought... never mind. Back to level 7! Map pickup for TA.
I still fail to see how this is a demon. It looks like a giant duck beak.
Annoying is what this level is.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. Beautiful bomb kill of those 3 gorillas for TA. Unfortunately, no BAMs.
Yeah, he's just at this point would love to get extra bombs for coming up for the upcoming levels, but he doesn't need anything to beat this level, as we see our Dig Dogger friend and Zarby heading into level 7 now.
Ooh, that one little Dig Dogger piece getting away from TA. Gonna have to sort it down. No big though. We got this, fam.
Yeah.
We got this.
2 out of 3 ain't bad. Maybe a Meatloaf song, but for TA and that Dig Dogger, 2 out of 3 is bad.
Yeah, I think we're waiting more for Paradise by the Dashboard Lights.
That's in level 9.
Ain't no doubt about it. And now, of course, I'm sitting here bebopping my head around to Paradise with the Dashboard Lights with no music on.
That song was on yesterday. Thank you, radio. TA done with level 7.
Yep. Most important thing about being done with level 7 here for TA is that heart count is 12, which means we're going to get ye old magical sword.
Yeah, but first we're going to pull off one more screen scroll to get to it, the Lost Wood skip.
We've already seen TA do this once before as he was doing the world wrap.
And there we go. Little trouble selling it up at first, but gets it taken care of.
Wait, that was a little trouble. If I could have my setups be that quick, I'd do them.
Oh, absolutely. So it looks like Zarby's going to kill this room off because he's down to 3 bombs. Would love to have... Never mind. I guess he is content. I just hope he remembers that he's only got 3 bombs because he's going to need 2 more to clear this level. Uh-oh.
SpaghettiOs?
Okay, so he just switched over, but he's going to kill the eyeballs here. There we go. See, it's good that he knows that he has 2 bombs remaining, and he needs them both to clear this dungeon.
At this point, given how spread out these little Dig Doggers are, I would potentially be like, yo, I'm just going to exit the room and come back in and cheese them.
Yeah, because killing one, leaving the room, it's all dead. But nice fairy drop there to replenish his health.
You gonna get it? Oh, Tatongo, please! Oh, Tatongo, please! Wow!
Yeah, wow! The Dodongo ate the bomb, but thankfully the second bomb did stun him. Kind of like...
Oh, no!
Oh, no, he gets grabbed!
Oh! That is the worst feeling in the world when you're on a good run, and this has been a good run for Zarby, and then just Hand of Fate just comes and snatches you!
He lost a little bit of time there. He lost a lot more time with this. We would call that in the first tournament getting Laysud.
I just call it a pain. Oh man. Game getting way too hands-on here.
Getting a little too handsy for this time of day. And nice bomb drop there. 2 bomb drops. Why not?
But hey, that's not the room of no drops, so you're fine.
Normally it is. Although he did take a beam to the face.
And look, more bombs!
Bomb drops. Dear God. All the bomb drops. And he's getting 3 magical breakfasts too, no problems. Zarby going back in for revenge against the Wall Masters.
Avoid that clock, Zarb. Avoid that clock. Oh gosh! Bubbles, please!
Those bubbles are really wanting him to get hands-on experience once again. And TA down to 3 hearts. Gets the Goma taken care of. He's going to be heading over to level 8 now.
Setting up the 2D Flutie and picking up the triangle piece.
Nice nice fairy pick up there for Zarby. That's going to help him with his fill-up coming up.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's where the biggest time sinks in this run in general is how many hearts you have when you grab the Triforce.
And that getting hit with the Lesa, getting hit with the Wallmaster for Zarby, set him back so much at this point where TA now has a 1 dungeon lead over Zarby.
Well, that's what happens when you have to literally go through an entire dungeon twice. Not you have to kill everything, but you still have to kill quite a bit of the rooms a second time.
Yeah, nice screen scroll there for Zarby to do the Lost Wood skip.
Yeah, so Rick, I just want to let you know that it's okay if you have traumatic flashbacks.
Hold me.
No. Definitely not.
Well, fine then.
But yeah, we do have TA here going through the first Blue Lagoon, no problem. Gonna go here into the second one. I find this second one to be a lot easier than the first one because there's only 2 fireball shooters as opposed to 4. But I could be wrong.
Uh-oh. TA down to 3 hearts. Now, he's got to remember that he's got the potion. He's down to 1 heart.
Down... Use the potion, brother. Use the potion. There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
You know, that's why you've got the potion. You may not want to use it. You may want to save them for level 9, but it's better that you live at this point. And don't forget, because this is a vanilla run, these guys can check the restream and see where their opponent is. And the last thing you want to do is lose a run because you ended up taking so much damage that you have to do level 8 all over again.
You know anyone who's done that?
I don't know. There's a video that I wish was deleted, but unfortunately it's on speed gaming, so it's not going to be deleted. Of somebody who had to do 8 all over again because he died over and over again.
JSR, can you confirm or deny what we're hearing here? I hear you may have been around for that.
JSR has his own flashbacks about that run that he would rather have deleted.
Oh, one of those. Anyway, we do have our final Triforce pickup here for TA over in level 8. That means we are on our way to level 9. Big thing about level 9 here is you do need 3 keys to complete level 9. So TA is going to have to kill the first room coming up in level 9 with the Lyclex and the Double River to get the 3rd key.
And he will have a blue potion, so we'll keep an eye on how his health is throughout level 9. Zarby finishing off with level 6, still doing pretty decently at this point.
Yeah, no, this is a really solid run for Zarby.
Yeah, Zarby's time is going to be pretty solid at this point, all things considering.
Oh, he even got the left-moving Goma pattern and still managed to one-cycle. That was really, really nice.
I find the hardest one is if he goes right. If he goes up and down, you got him one cycle. If he goes left, it's alright, but when he goes right, it's one time I usually have the problems. And here's the room that TA is going to have to grab that extra key for. Key in, rather.
Key 4, Key 5, you know, Key Sanity. It all makes sense.
No, that's on another channel.
Another castle?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know where Hyrule Castle is in this game.
Nor do I.
And the Wizrobe pleasantly not giving TA a how do you do beam, which we creatively call a name. And nice Patra 1 skip, no damage.
Yeah, that's the hardest part of level 9 here isn't killing Ganon, it's getting to Ganon without dying.
And that's a whole lot easier said than done, given how many rooms you got to combat these pain in the butts.
Also, speaking of easier said than done, that Blue Lagoon was easier done than said. That was a beautiful room there for Zarby, coming out of it with full hearts.
Yeah, and he gets another heart out of the room in between, so he's got Beam Sword at least for the start of this second Blue Lagoon. He takes a couple of bops here, and his blue ring here is going to help him stay alive a little bit longer against these Dark Nuts. And a fairy to give him back the Beam Sword for a few moments.
Yeah, Beam Sword in these rooms are great because you can stand far away and still try and hit these dark nuts. The farther away you can stand from him, the better.
Nice Force 10 bomb drop there for TA, using the Zols to get his count, getting the Patra 2 skip, and now it's time to go do the reverse C room as Zarby gets ready to go up against Gleeok.
But is it really a Patra's 2 skip if you take damage?
Well, anytime you don't have to deal with him, I think qualifies as a skip. A great skip is one where you don't take any damage.
Speaking of great, that was a beautiful reverse C room. Did take a little bit of hits there, but he does have the potion, but that was a ridiculously quick reverse C here.
So the Silver Arrow pickup here for TA. Zarby getting ready to head on over towards level 9. Does have the potion in hand. Has everything he needs. Let's see how TA does with the reverse clip. Solid effort.
Yeah, that clip there is one of those where I tried for weeks to try and learn that. Just randomly pulled it off one time in a race. And I'm like, holy crap! It looks cool.
And the thing about that reverse clip is that you have to do it under pressure. You mess that clip up, you're under fire by the Wizrobes.
Speaking of under fire, we just got a Lionel sword beam right to the backside of Zarby's white-clothed Link as he's making his way over to Death Mountain.
Oh, clock drop there for TA getting through this final required room, and of course the 4 drop on the fairy. Why not?
Because, let's just have all of the luck. After the beginning of this race, though, with the Dodongos and all that, TA deserves it.
Yeah, this has been a decent effort here, all things considering, after all the troubles that TA has put up with. And one final clip, he is going to load up the silvers, but I'm certain Panther 3 wants to make sure that he isn't forgotten at this point.
Oh, he was trying to get in there a little bit, be a little feisty with that Patra.
Oh, he's got to be careful there. 1.5 heart. Please remember, you've got the potion. There we go.
There we go. We're going to potion again, yeah. As we said earlier, the biggest sin in this game is dying with a potion in your pocket.
Absolutely. We do not want that happening twice. And there we go. He did take another bop from Patra, another bop there, and it's time to go ahead and deal with the pig.
Yep, so we have a little leeway to take a couple high roll drivers here. We got ourselves 9 hearts, so we can theoretically take 2 drivers and be fine.
Oh, Ganon not going the direction he wants to go, and there we go. Over to the left, there's the silver arrows, and TA is going to even up his record with the win over Zarby89.
That was a beautiful, beautiful fight there, too, against Ganon, and that is going to do it. TA is going to clock in with an official SRL time of 38 minutes and 32 seconds.
Which is only 12 seconds different from his first run. So GG's to TA 909. Congratulations. So now we'll see how Zarby does, and he's going to have to be careful because he is running low on health. And we'll see if TA wants to do an interview, and Zarby going to his potion, or getting the potion ready, because he's going to need that coming up for the reverse C room. And Zarby, his time against Lack was 46 minutes, so he's got a solid chance to better his time from the first go around, and I would have to assume this would be a PB for him.
Yeah, aside from the one little hiccup with the Wall Master in 7, this has been an extremely solid run for Zarby.
Oh, please be careful. Remember, those red beams do 2 hearts damage on the ring. Oh, he takes one to the face.
Those bubbles are not being hay, but he did manage to get the Wizrobe there.
Declining the interview, he's going to even up his record with the 1-1, but let's get our congratulations to him for that, as Zarby goes and finishes this run. So we do know Zarby's not going to do an interview with us. He's primarily the French language, so he will choose not to do so, and he's going to clear this room out because I guess he doesn't really feel confident in his reverse clipping. Or he's going to try to do the clip now.
That was
beautiful. There we go. Yeah, great.
Yeah, that was beautiful. I thought for sure he was getting hit by one of those blue Wizrobes. Managing to squeak through that with nothing. That was amazing. I'm a little jealous, not going to lie.
I know, because I was expecting him to just get bounced off that platform once he did pull that off.
Does manage to pick the heart up at the same time as he gets beamed, so we'll have a, it'll all even out in the end. It'll all come out in the wash.
3 hearts remaining. He does have the potion still in his arsenal, so let's see if we can't get to Ganon. Once again, this has been a deathless run for him, so this would be, I would still assume this would be a PB. We'll clear it with him once he gets finished. Oh, we're getting into dangerous territory now. Get that potion ready, please.
Yep. Going highway to the danger zone here, but we are going to go ahead and not sure what's happening, actually.
Well, we got to freeze. Anyway, Zarby's PB, apparently, according to our restreamer, Gary and Old Wolf, is 46:02, which makes sense because his time against Lag Attack, according to SRL, was 46:04, and that doesn't account for the 1.8 seconds of load at the start that doesn't normally get count in the speedrun itself.
No, fair enough. But yeah, we managed to not have to deal with any of the I drank a potion, my hearts are healing animation. So we are going to do that. And we got Pactor stuck in the orbital pattern here.
Yeah, but he's not getting into that freaky orbital like we've seen happen before in some runs. And here he goes up against Ganon. Let's see how he does. He can take a few more Hyrule drivers than TA could because of the blue ring. Let's not wish that upon him, though, as he goes to the safety corner.
That's how I like to do this fight. Just park myself on the safety corner and just stab aimlessly and hope I hit Bacon.
And Bacon is almost served. He's got 3 hits on him, so the next one will get him dead. And come on. There we go. And that is Bacon served for Zarby89. And we will see a PB from Zarby89, finishing this in 43:14 official SRL time.
Of 43:18.
43:18. So GG to our. And that's like the 4th or 5th runner in this tournament who has set a PB in an actual race.
Always a good thing to see get a PB. It sucks that sucks when you're in a race and you're losing, and then you look over and damn, that's a 3-minute PB. I'm okay with that. So Rick, I gotta ask, how'd it feel turning back the clock a little bit?
It felt really, really good turning back the clock to 2015. We've had screen scrolls, we've had bacon, we've had inappropriate touches, and then we had runners.
Yeah, and we had a good race. We had a PB being set. So, I mean, everything you'd want in a race, including horrible puns, was here. But if you guys haven't had enough Zelda yet, Rick, can they get more?
Oh, they certainly can. We've got a 1 o'clock race coming up.
Is that going to be right here where we are?
Yes, it's going to be over here on Garion Old Wolf. It is going to be K-Mac versus Reabs. And that'll be coming up in about 12 minutes from now. As we wrap up the second week of this Swiss tournament, everyone gets shuffled around, and we'll see our pairings for week 3 coming up after the late race tonight at 8:30 p.m. And there's some interesting 1-on-1s in this tournament that could really do some fun stuff against some of the other 1-on-1s. There's some great 2-0s, and I'm looking forward to the 2-0 matches, because as this tournament gets deeper into the Swiss stages, week 4, week 5 coming up, you're going to see some evenly matched opponents. And I'll tell you what, there could be some phenomenal races coming up between some of the top runners, some of the better 2 first runners, and some of the growing runners as we move along in this tournament.
So what you're saying is stay tuned?
Stay tuned.
You heard it here first, everybody. Stay tuned. And we're not kidding. We do have that race coming up between K-Mac and Reeves. So stay right here. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Well, not we'll be back, but the stream will be back in about 10 minutes with that race. So you all sit tight. You all relax. And I'm going to go start cooking wings because there's another game tonight that I kind of care about.
Oh, you're talking Savor and Breasticle?
Sure. If by Savor and Breasticle you mean Patriots and Eagles, then yes.
No, I'm talking Savor and Breasticle. That should be a lot of fun coming up at 8:30 tonight.
That should definitely be fun. Savor, you're going to see some hot pause strats.
Yeah, and Breasticle, you're going to see some hot strats. All right, well, you enjoy your big game coming up tonight. Go whoever you're rooting for in that big game. All right. Special thanks to Gary and Old Wolf for doing the restream. Special thanks for you joining me at the last minute here, the Greenleaf Effect. It's been a lot of fun. We'll do this again.
Sounds good. Keep hailing, everybody.
Next race coming up 10 minutes from now.